All right. While we're full of energy, let's jump in to top three. And top three this week is an absolute killer. Right. You
You'll be,
have people
you'll
who
be saying
choose who seem to go straight for the throat.
that.
I thought I'd have a few more weeks or so to get, marinated into the top three before I saw this name come up.
Nope, she was not playing.
So, who gave you the name and who is it?
So, she has the same name as me.
Okay.
She's known as Deb, to friends and family. She is my sister's bestest friend.
Okay.
And my sister is like the godmother to her children, who are also amazing. I can't believe I've genuinely known them for like 25 years or something. I still
Yeah.
remember the two little girls were like 1 and 3, and now they're like 28 and 30 or something.
Oh
And
my
it's
God.
just,
They're real adults.
yeah, they are with their own children. Yeah, Debs is great. She watches loads of the same stuff as me.
Okay.
And she was torn. She did think about it long and hard, and then came up with Denzel Washington.
Say that again. Who?
I knew you'd be so bothered. I was like, he's gonna die. He's
Okay. Who did
gonna
we get?
die. Denzel. That's
Denzel Washington. I cannot believe people are putting us through this torment. All right. His body of work is just incredible. It's like me trying to pick top three was insane. I thought even that maybe break the rules and maybe do a top five or top six.
it was as well. Seeing as we
But
both written 11 or 12 down.
yeah. So, yep, I've actually got 12. And as I read them out, there's a chance the top three or top might change. So we're going to
Oh,
try and stick to top three, but we'll do some honorable mentions as we go along.
yeah. My top one is not changing. I love
Okay.
my one.
Yeah, my top one's not changing. My top two, my second one's not changing.
Is anyone cooler though? Like really, when you
No.
think how well he portrays characters,
Yeah.
is there
He
anyone cooler?
no, he's a legend. And he does like, you know, every role is perfectly tailor-made for him. I follow so many guys on like sort of social media who are impressionists. I love impressionists if people can take people's voices.
Oh,
And when people do his voice, it's just like it's so mad. It's just such a talent to even like get his mannerisms and his pitches like perfect.
yeah.
So because this one's torment, I'm gonna let you go first. So do you want to do your number three?
Yeah.
Go on it.
Right. So we have got, oops, sorry. My number three
Yeah,
is Man on Fire.
we've done it again. But amazing
What number yours is it?
number one.
Oh God, quick, bypass.
No, no, we can talk about it. That's fine.
You did
So
say it could swap.
no,
Make
no.
it your number three, and then the other two will be a surprise.
No, that's fine. Man on Fire is my number one, but it's your number three. But yeah, go ahead. It's just what a film.
What a film. Oh,
What a soundtrack.
yes. And honestly, don't they make movies sometimes? The soundtracks, like it
Yeah,
has
yeah.
a massive impact.
Yeah, because that film obviously had a huge sort of Latin was set in Mexico, so it had a huge Latino sort of influence. And hearing the tones and the Latin music with that dramatic story just worked perfectly well.
Yes.
And obviously
Yeah.
young, is it Dakota Fanning?
Yeah, little baby one.
Yeah, little baby one. She was excellent. Even I think she was only what 7 or 8 when they did that film.
Yeah, really dinky.
Yeah, and just what a film! Like start to finish. He's like washed up agent, just trying to get by, drink his booze, read his Bible. Or before he read it, not reading
Bothering
it,
anyone, is
straight
he?
away. And they just reawaken the animal in him.
Yep.
And there's something about, obviously Denzel's got a lot of films like that where he's he's retired or he's washed up and he's got to like dust off the old him, but he does it so well.
So well and so believable.
Yeah,
Like he does have a transition, like you see a bit of a transition
yeah,
in the movie. So you're not like, he doesn't just wake up and go, oh, yes, I'll do that again.
yeah,
Something happens, it triggers it, and then he kind of has to get back into the groove.
yeah.
Love it.
No, yeah, Man on Fire is just, yeah, that's
Oh,
one
and
of my
the
favorite films.
ending.
So the
Oh,
way I sort of pick my top three, especially with this, is what films can I watch over and over again? Like even if I had to watch it once a month or something like that,
yeah.
these are the ones I would watch.
And still get the same feeling.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of do it. What
Again,
am I?
like even the ending, of Creasy Bear, at the end, where he sacrifices himself. Um,
And you cry because,
yeah,
of course.
it's just what a film. Christopher Walken in it as well. It was just a well-made movie. It is top tier. So yes, it might be your number three. I can only imagine how good the rest of your list is going to be if that's number three, and that was my number one. All right, so my number three barely made it in as number three, but because the whole rest of the list is just insane. But my number three is a film called Safe House, and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
with him and Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
And there's actually the film is similar to like another film called Assault on Precinct 13.
A good
That,
film.
that was with Lawrence Fishburne and what's his name? The actor who was actually in Training Day as well. I
Ethan Hawke.
can't remember his name right now.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, yeah. And actually Ryan Reynolds has another film
That's
where
a
he's kind
good
of like
movie.
plays a
That was,
similar
yeah,
character, was in The Hitman's Bodyguard.
love that film.
Yeah. But yeah, Safe House, it was sort of like the first of that type. I'm pretty sure that came out before Assault on Precinct 13. But the premise and obviously the smoothness of Denzel's character in that film was just top tier.
Would you not feel safe with
Yeah,
I'm like, it's fine. He's like a god. He's going to protect me. It's all okay.
and it's the first time where Ryan Reynolds has that sort of wit, but it's kind of like in this one he sort of toned it down, and this is the first time you actually see him like boxing with the giants, so to
Yeah.
speak. Like he's working with Denzel,
Yeah.
and it like almost kept him tamed to make the story work perfectly without so many jokes and stuff like that.
And is that the one where he ends up in the flat with an ex-missus and he's got to like patch him up? He's got to patch Ryan up, or is that another film with Ryan? Like, is like she doesn't know what's going on.
Yes, because he gets
Yeah.
shot. He gets
Yes.
shot in it. Yeah,
Yeah. And he does like some, in the field,
yeah, yeah.
like, and then they're coming still. So
Your
yeah.
job is to keep me safe, and is like,
Mhm.
how that safe house was supposed to be like secure. Who would know where it was and who would attack us? It was like it was
Yeah.
intense. So yeah, I really like Safe House. So that barely got in there for me, but it's one that I could watch a lot. So
Yeah.
that's my number three.
Okay. So my number two, and you did briefly mention it a minute ago.
Okay.
Training Day. Oh, oh my God.
You trying to do that to me? You trying to do that to me?
I will do whatever you want, Denzel. Again, too fucking cool for school, right?
Yeah,
Too cool. And he knows Ethan, all right?
yeah.
He knows what he's doing. Love that film.
Oh, Training Day
Pretty.
is a cult classic. Just one of those films that everyone loves. You can't.
Yeah.
It is like just the king of cool that was.
That's why I
That,
keep thinking like he's so fucking
yeah, and that's one of the times where he was the sort of antagonist in the movie, which is very rare.
yeah, yeah. But
But it
again,
was
did it
like
so well.
he was the antagonist that was like the best thing about the movie.
Yeah, hands down.
He was so bad, he was good.
Hmm.
Bit like our signing out film, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God. We've chanced Denzel.
Yeah. No, Training Day was top tier. Remember, I think that's one of the first times I ever saw Terry Crews
Yeah.
because
Go
he has a cameo in it. So
on,
yeah,
Tezza.
what a film. What a film.
Yeah.
So that's crazy that, like I said, again, Training Day didn't actually make it into my
Make it into yours.
top three, but it's like floating just outside the in the runners up boxes. All right. So my number, that was your number two,
Two.
right?
Number
Yeah.
two.
So my number two is The Bone Collector.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That film for me was the epitome of like a thriller.
Taut.
Yeah. Super packed cast. You had obviously DW, Denzel Washington, you had Angelina, you had Queen Latifah, and I think it's one of the first times I think I can remember back with Michael Rooker.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's been ages since I've seen that.
Yeah. And like, what a story. So many twists and turns, how clever he is, and the fact that he's like disabled in it, is a quadriplegic, and obviously he has to lie down, he's got the thing in his throat, it's just like being kept alive, but his brain is he's still playing a character, his brain is super sharp,
Yeah.
trying to solve the case. And again, a film that I could just watch over and over again. And like the ending was so intense.
Uh, I love it when they keep you guessing,
Yeah.
as long as I like the surprise.
Yeah.
I do like being like, oh my God, no way.
Yeah.
I do love being held captive.
Yeah, no, yeah, for me, The Bone Collector. I don't know if anyone. It's quite an older film. I don't know how many people. I'm thinking people like our age and would have seen it, but if
Yeah.
anyone who hasn't seen it,
90s or 2000s?
oh, definitely 90s. I'm guessing
Yeah.
like late 90s, maybe 97, 19, maybe it's not between maybe 99, maybe
Mm,
because Angelina's proper young in it.
yeah. Young and fresh.
Yeah, so definitely, if you haven't seen The Bone Collector and you love thrillers, go watch The Bone Collector.
And you love Denzel.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're number two.
My number
Oh,
one.
number one. Sorry, yeah.
Mm, my number one had to be, and it's very recent,
Yeah,
but I don't care because I flipping love it. Is the trilogy
of course.
of The Equalizer.
Yeah.
It had to be. I'm sorry. I've watched all three of them like 15 times each.
They're amazing. You know what I mean? Just like the first one was just like insane to see Denzel. That's obviously he's been in other films, but that's the first time you saw him like almost like John Wick style, just slick,
Exactly.
hand
Old,
to hand,
old John Wick.
hand to hand combat.
Yeah,
Setting his watch, like he already
love
playing
it.
out in his head.
10.
Yeah.
Something else. Something else. It was a little bit Sherlock Holmesy, the first
Sherlock
one.
Holmes style. Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
where they played out. If I do this, they're gonna do that. If I do this, okay, so this scenario, and then boom,
Dosh,
like
dosh, 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 dosh.
yeah.
You're all out.
And that first one, like the end near the end, but the nail gun was just nutsos.
I just love how he's so unassuming in it.
Yeah,
Like he knows that he could get anyone and protect anyone because that's what he is, right? He's a protector. In every
yeah,
one of them, he's protecting somebody. And I love that. He's all for the little guy
yeah.
all
The second
throughout.
one was fantastic, when he goes into that block of flats and just
Oh,
tells them like, hey, that's not happening around here.
I
And I love
just,
how at the end of each one, he always leaves someone in a better position.
yeah. And they're so grateful
Yeah.
because they don't have anyone.
And then the third one, was a bit sad. Obviously, you could tell that that's it now. He's
Oh, nice
winding
that
down.
they did that.
He's found a place that he can call home.
He's going to stay there. It's going to be lovely.
Yeah, but he just had to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, it was so cute though. I loved that the old guy like knew,
Yeah,
you but again, I really liked the fact, he got the whatever kicked out of him or
yeah,
gunshots, and he was practicing walking up the stairs to get his fitness back,
yeah.
and he wasn't like running up them straight away like
No,
Rocky and it being all stupid. No, he's an older
but he's an
guy.
older guy. I think Denzel is in real life. I think he's actually 70 now.
And I know that older people are still fit and they can
Yeah,
still train, blah, blah, blah. But,
but
come
it worked with the movie. It was
on,
in
it did.
keeping with what needed to be displayed. Of like, this is his retirement. This is hopefully the last ride of having to put
Like
himself
that
on the line like that.
calmness, didn't he? And then she shows up again. So she's actually in my in my top three as well, isn't she?
Dakota Fanning again, but
Yeah.
obviously when I saw her, it's like, wow, what a time lapse of
It was lovely though. They said how nice it was, didn't
yeah,
they? Yeah. And she obviously she's dubious at first, but then
yeah,
she knows that he's the good guy. And oh, I loved it when he got the guy in the restaurant. Oh, that
yeah.
was so he knows all those little tricks as
Yeah, it's
well
like
as being
so
great with a
I'm
gun
completely
and
pressing
stuff.
on your nerve. And if you yeah, I do
London.
love, but yeah, honorable mentions for me, like seriously, from Book of Eli
Oh, yes.
to
Yeah, let's
Malcolm
do it.
X,
Oh my God, I didn't put Malcolm X in there.
remember American Gangster, which was fantastic.
Yes. Yeah.
Like the films I'm reading, those three alone, like the fact that they don't even make it close to the top three is insane.
Yeah.
Because in some people's top 20 films, those will probably be in there.
Right. I had so mine, and they weren't in any order,
Yeah.
but I had Fences because I actually
Oh
didn't
yeah.
like him in that. I
Yeah.
didn't like his character. His character was a bit of a knob,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How he treated her, but fantastic acting.
Yeah.
So, and then there was him and the son. Great, great. Different, and not for everybody, but
Yeah.
Two Guns.
Two Guns. That was again on my list, but it was like again one of those that was joint with another one.
Yeah, yeah. Flight, I enjoyed.
Flight was an amazing
Him.
film.
Antoine Fisher, I watched. Did you watch
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a cool one.
Was
Did you put down maybe what was it? I had Remember the Titans.
I got Titans, yeah.
Remember the Titans, incredible
Must be a
movie.
sports movie.
Yeah. Remember the Titans was right next to Training Day for me.
Oh,
So I
wow.
had
Okay,
so
okay.
I had those like joint fifth.
Yeah, mine was the Pelham 123 I had.
Great film.
Yeah.
And I think Deja Vu, but Deja Vu was a bit further down the list, but I did enjoy Deja Vu.
I don't know if I've done it.
Deja Vu is the one where he gets put in that machine and he goes to stop a murder that happened previously.
Oh.
So they have these machines where they can look at something that's happened, I think happened in the past, and then they can go back and change the events.
Oh. Who decides what to change?
I know. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's a good film. Like if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it.
I have, yeah. Let me chuck it down here.
Deja Vu.
And then the other two, I got two left on my list.
Yeah.
Was Book of Eli.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I had that in there.
Beautiful, what's her face as well, Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
And then Old School
Yeah.
with Julia Roberts.
Oh,
Brief.
oh God. What was it?
Pelican Brief.
Pelican Brief. Yeah. So my one that I didn't put in, which was there, was Crimson Tide.
Oh my God, I didn't even see it.
Crimson Tide is a movie.
That has to be mentioned. Yeah.
Him, Gene Hackman.
How did I not even have that?
Yeah. like that one was just like number 6. It was just there. It needed to creep into the top 3, but just
Yeah, I'm annoyed at myself that I didn't have that one. It was so
Crimson
many.
Tide is an absolute movie.
I wonder if he's got the highest overall like rating,
Mm,
all movies that he's the star of or that he's
yeah,
the leading actor in. Because a lot of the ones on that list were like 7+, and
yeah,
hardly
yeah,
any of them are 8+ or 9+
yeah.
in general. Yeah, I wonder.
I think he'd be right up there. If anyone had to say like who's got a body of work which has the least amount of lemons in it, he'd be like
Yes. Yeah.
he'd be up there because he ain't. I can't think of many
Mm-mm.
lemons that he's got.
No, he's never sold out, has he? Because he doesn't
Yeah,
need to, because he's so
yeah.
cool.
He could probably take the worst script and just turn it into like an Oscar-worthy movie.
Yeah. I just believe everything that he's playing.
Yeah,
Like, and yet you know it's him, but for somebody to be able to do that is exactly why they're at the top, you know?
yeah. I think because he manages to be everyone's sort of like that one uncle in the family that can either be a complete badass or like a bit of a degenerate, but still has a heart of gold somewhere,
Yeah.
and he just knows how to bring the audience on that journey.
Blooming brilliant. And we survived. We survived.
Yeah,
Well,
we broke the rules big time,
we did.
but but we still managed to get a top 3. So just to recap, my top 3: number 3 was Safe House, number 2 Bone Collector, and number 1 was Man on Fire, which was your number 3. Your number 2 was
Training Day.
yep, and number 1 was
Equalizer
yeah the
trilogy.
trilogy.